What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Us Boxing. We're back again with another ranking show. We got the WBC this time. These rankings are based off the annual convention they had earlier this week, so we're just going to tackle that. We had the IBF earlier, so everybody that came through, I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, WBC been in a lot of shit this week. It's been a crazy week for them, and we're going to touch on it. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Much appreciated, for sure. G5 Gay, what's good? What's good with you, bro? You back in the boxing streets? And you're in the right place because it's hella information over here. You know how we get down. Ain't shit changed. Salute to you. Welcome back. What's good with you? Yes, sir. All right, so we're going to go straight to the website. I get the rankings straight from the sanctioned body website. That way, I'm saying, ain't no confusions. It's a lot of, publications that post rankings, which is cool, but, I like to go straight to the horse's mouth. So we're going to get straight to it. All right, heavyweight division. Alexander Usyk, unified champion. He gave up his WBO. Fabio Wardley is a WBO champion. At the convention, Usyk, he called out Deontay Wilder, so he wanted to give him another opportunity. He said that's the fight he wants next. So let's see. The WBC blessed off on that fight. You know what I'm saying? Deontay is a long-reigning champion, and he held the title for 5 years and like 10 title defenses. So he's still a big name, and he's one of the best in the era of when Usyk came through. So Usyk want to fight him? I don't see no big deal about it. So we'll see when that fight going to happen and how they're going to set that up. Maybe they do that in, I don't know, Vegas. I don't think Usyk fought in Vegas, not as a big star. I know he fought in the U.S. before. He fought in Maryland. I think it was on Usyk's undercard, but that was a long time ago when he was up and coming. I think he fought Michael Hunter. But as a headliner, I think that fight would make sense for New York or Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's in the Barclays. Deontay, that's basically like his home away from home. So we'll be catching up your replays. I appreciate it, bro. Salute to you. Glad you're back, man. Salute to you. So we have an interim champion, Jit Cabiel. So he should get his opportunity as well as Usyk, but he's going to stay active. He has a homecoming fight in Germany, January the 10th. He's going to face one of top-ranked fighters, Damian Kayemba, the 6'7" Polish guy. I think he's trained. He trains with Zile Zane. He's like a stablemate of him. So we'll see. We know Cabiel is the body snatcher, the real body snatcher. He getting you up out of there. So yeah, that's what's up. He signed with Queensberry. The WBC ordered number 1, Lawrence Okolie versus number 4, Moses Atama. That fight probably not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Moses Atama is going down the WBA route. He's gonna fight Jermaine Franklin January the 24th. And Lawrence Okolie is fighting in Nigeria in a couple of weeks. I think December the 19th. And he don't have an opponent yet, but it's probably ain't nobody crazy. So I doubt if that fight happen. I can see Okolie versus Cabiel if both guys win their fights. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Dubois, nothing on him, but I can see him back pretty soon. AJ, he doing that shit with Jake Paul. If that fight is on the up and up, he should get a knockout victory and then move on. He talking about fighting in February. I talk about Moses. Let me see, we got something coming. Richard Torres accepted the IBF invitation for the final eliminator against Frank Sanchez. So let's see when they make that fight happen. So yeah, that's what it is, man. A lot of shit though. It was kind of surprising that Usyk actually called out Deontay. That was a fight I wasn't expecting, but Deontay did say a couple of months ago that he's gonna be fighting for the world title next. So you know what I'm saying? Salute to him on that. Kevin Lerenia is the WBC Bridgerweight champion. I think they ordered him to fight number 1, Rehab Mary. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? This is a division I ain't really tripping off of because it's really the division don't make sense when Usyk is unified and he comes in at 223 and the weight class limit is 224. So it's like obsolete division. I guess it's more sanction fees. Cruiserweight. Badu Jack is the WBC champion. Now he has a fight coming up next week, December 13th in LA. He's gonna fight Noel McCallan. It's a rematch from the fight they had in May. Pretty solid fight. It was a short notice fight, so now both guys got full camps. Uh, so the promoter for this fight is Steve Bash. Now, if you guys keeping track, Steve Bash, he was the one that promoted some of the. He promoted the fight card for Canelo Crawford that fight week when he had fights on Thursday and Wednesday. He promoted those fights, so he won the purse bid against Don King to put this show on. So that means he's working with Turkey. So hopefully this lead to a unification between the winner of this fight, WBC, versus the IBF champion, Jai Bataya, who is about to fight in a few hours in Australia on UFC Fight Pass. So they're on the same schedule. And UFC Fight Pass, that's affiliated with Dana White, TKO. So you get the drift. I think that's next. The winner between if they both win, Jai Bataya and Badu Jack, I think they're gonna do a unification sometime next year. All right, we have an interim champion, Michael Cieslak. I think he injured or something. I think they say he was injured. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a lot of guys that are trying to get the mandatory spot. The WBC with the cruiserweights has been crazy. It's been a bunch of eliminators and guys getting injured, and we've been further away from unification. Now we have Zerto Ramirez as a unified champion at cruiserweight, WBO and WBA. He's coming back off of shoulder surgery January the 16th. He's going to fight uh, Robin Safar. If he wins that fight, he's going to move on to Cinco de Mayo to fight David Benavidez in a big fight. So, yeah, it's a lot of shit to look forward to. I think we close to getting this division unified all the way. We'll have to see. Hopefully, they can make the fights. All right. Light heavyweight. David Benavidez, light heavyweight champion. My man Lee Jackson in the building was good. PGA's big dog, salute. Ghetto Fab in the building. Salute to you, bro. What's good with you? Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys coming through. Pope Pounder in the building. Yeah, definitely. I'm tapped in. I'm wide awake. Yeah. I'm about to tap in a few. Yep. Definitely got to watch Job attire. So Benavidez put on a dominant performance a couple of weeks ago against Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard didn't have a chance. Stopped him in the seventh round. Um, yeah, David Benavidez is like that. He announced his fight Cinco de Mayo against Zerto. Like I mentioned, Zerto got business to take care of. That's a big fight. Um, David said he's open to come back to light heavyweight after he fight Zerto, so he can fight one of the top guys, like Vol or Baturbia. So I mean, I'm cool with that plan, but yo, we seen in the past that that's a big weight jump, 75 to 200, and then trying to come back. We seen the great Roy Jones do it, but he wasn't the same. So I don't know. I feel like once Benavidez get the cruiserweight, that might be a wrap. The WBC they did order Ben Whitaker versus Joshua Buatsi. I like that fight. I think I like it. I mean, Ben Whitaker, I think he's going to be a great fighter. I don't know how fast they want to move him, but I don't think it's too fast. Buatsi, he arguably lost his last two fights this year. I thought Zach Parker actually edged him out, and he lost to Callum Smith in a great fight. So Ben Whitaker, I'm pretty sure. I think he got the skills of hanging there with Buatsi for sure. But we'll see. I'm not sure if that next. I know Eddie want to bring Ben to the U.S., so maybe he fights on one of these big cards coming up. You know what I'm saying? So that's good stuff. Let me see. David Morrell, him and Callum Smith, they made a deal for the WBO interim title, so that should be on the Riyadh season card coming up. Let me see who got some. Iman Katiev, he's going to fight next week. He's going to face Adam Dainties. Willie Hutchinson is going to fight Ezra Taylor on January 24th. That's a solid fight. Who else got some? Craig Richards is fighting Dan Aziz. That's December the 19th, 20th, December the 20th in Ghana. So that's what's up. Khalil Cole. So y'all stay tuned. Khalil Cole should get his fight with Jesse Hart rescheduled. It might be on like Shakur's card, or it may go maybe on the more Tyler and Andy Cruz card. But I'm expecting him to have a fight coming up soon. Najee Lopez should be back on Pro Box very soon too. My man Andre in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Appreciate you, bro, coming through. Yes, sir. All right. Super middleweight. So of course we know this shit is vacant. You know what I'm saying? Big news of the week. We seen Crawford go in on the WBC. I agree, you know what I'm saying, some of the shit, but you know, WBC gonna do what they do. It is what it is. He didn't want to pay that extra 300K, so the title is vacant. The WBC ordered Christian and Billy versus Hamza Shiraz for the vacant title. That seemed like a pretty easy fight to make. That's a good fight too. Not even gonna hold you. That's a good fight. Both guys coming off of solid performances, and Billy had a draw with Lester Martinez. That was a great fight. So the winner between Hamza Shiraz is supposed to fight Lester Martinez. All right, the WBC also ordered an eliminator, number 4 versus number 5, Jaime Munguia versus Luca Planet. So um, let's see. You know, that's actually not a bad fight, and the winners can fight each other and all that stuff. So that's cool. So doing like a little mini tournament, that's cool. Diego Pacheco, number 6, he's gonna face number 10, Kevin Saljo. That's next week in Stockton. That's a good fight. Real good fight for this division. 2 undefeated fighters. Saljo is like 5'6", 5'7", old stocky dude. He's gonna face the 6'4", Pacheco. That's interesting. Iglesias is supposed to fight. It talks about him fighting Bruno Saraz. Iglesias is the IBF mandatory for Terrence Crawford. Crawford ain't fighting Iglesias. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough matchup. And I don't think he's gonna fight him. No name value. So we could see that fight on the Riyadh season card. Iglesias versus Saraz. You know, Saraz is the one that knocked out Jaime Munguia. Charlo said he's fighting Caleb Plant January the 31st. So let's go. I know Charlo, he just stopped Cornflake his last fight. Caleb Plant, they fought on the same card. Caleb Plant lost to Resendez, so I don't know. Um, I'm cool with the fight. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's not, of course, it don't have the value as it once had, but I'm still with it. Callum Simpson, he's going to fight Troy Williamson. That's December the 20th. Good fight. Jacob Bank is going to fight former world champion William Skull January 31st. So yeah, that's what's up. That's what it is. 168 is actually a good division for sure. All right, keep it pushing. 160. Teach in the building. What's good with you? I stand with Bud. WC always move funny when it comes to black fighters. Yeah, they do. For years. Adamas, still WBC middleweight champion. He's going to fight his mandatory. Long overdue mandatory. Nareem Nasultanov. They should be fighting, I guess, on the next PBC card that they have, top of the year. Let's see. Let's wait for the announcement. Um, yeah, we know Janabek tested positive. You know, so he'll probably lose the 2 belts. Lara is going to still fight tomorrow against Johan Gonzalez. And then, I mean, let's see. Oh, also tomorrow for the interim title, the middleweight interim title, you have Shane Mosley Jr. versus Jesus Ramos. So, yeah, I don't know what that actually means, but yeah. The silver champion, Bilal Jatu, he's fighting tomorrow too. And I think he's fighting in France. I like Yo-Yo Hernandez. He should get an opportunity soon. Ammo Williams is number 6 here, but Ammo is the IBF mandatory. So that title becomes vacant with Janabek, and Ammo going to fight for the vacant IBF. Aaron McKenna, he might be signing with a new promoter soon because he just left Boxer, and he got the same manager as Teofimo. Look at Vito Melnicki, number 11. They got Bruno Saraz at number 13 at middleweight, but he campaigns at 68 his last couple of fights. Dave Palomino. He's fighting in that tournament coming up. And Dylan Biggs. I think they fight each other. So that's what's up for the finals. It's you think we get boost? I think so. I think we get it. And the reason why is because the zone want that fight. That's a big fight for the zone. When they restructured the pay per view model, I think they putting pressure on both parties to make the fight. I think it get done. I think it get done March 28th. What's that back? What's that buzz back? What's that bud back from other undisputed run? If Jambe, I think. I mean, having to run the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? My man Anthony in the building. What's good with you, bro? I ain't see you up there. Salute to you. I'm gonna go back up and get you guys too. I think I got the late. I got you late. I'm gonna go back up and get everybody. I say trying to run the gauntlet again. That's a lot of fights. I don't know if he got that many fights left for him. You know what I'm saying? Is Jambe getting stripped? I think he will. I think he will because of that type of PED. What's it called? Mandalone. That's that shit Povetkin had when he tried to fight Deontay Wilder. So yeah. Who do you like in that matchup? I personally think Boots win. I think Boots win too, but that's a dangerous fight. Virgil is good. I think it's a good fight. I need to hear some reason behind that Scooter pick. You need to hear my because I think I get to it, but I think he'll just how I said my breakdown, but I think Foster kind of let the middle rounds just go by. He's not as assertive enough, and in those rounds, you know, Fulton can win those rounds. He's very smart. He know how to win rounds, and I think especially if he's active, he can win some of those rounds. You know what I'm saying? Um, Damn, let me go back up in the chat. He said, "Oh my bad, I missed this." You said, "Yeah, people can win that fight. Pressure, make that guy fight his fight. Yeah, he can win. Fresh from the convention, yes sir. What's good with you? Shiraz gonna beat. You think so? I think that's a good fight. Inside 10, that's a good fight. And Billy is tough, strong. He's gonna take it to Shiraz inside 10. Salute. I think I got everything. Appreciate you guys coming through the building too. Late night shit. All right, let me go down to super welterweight, 154. So Sebastian Fundora, he is the WBC champion. He still has plans to fight Keith Thurman sometime next year. So hopefully we get a fight date pretty soon. I haven't seen those guys around in San Antonio, and I didn't see Fundora at the convention. So hopefully everything is good to go. It's been real quiet on that front. Um, at the convention, the WBC was notified by Eric Gomez that Virgil Ortiz versus Jerron Ennis is in the works, and it's supposed to get an announcement next week. That's dope. We know. Matchroom and Golden Boy has put the hold on a MGM Grand. No, MGM either T-Mobile, MGM Grand, or they can use Mandalay Bay. So any of those results, they already put a hold on that date in Vegas, March 28th. So that's good news for boxing fans because we need that. We need that fight. You know what I'm saying? After they teased us, so let's get it. Um. So yeah, number one, Bakari Samaki. They ordered him to face Imal Hazabej. I can't pronounce his name. But number one versus number four, they faced off at the convention. I know the kid Amal is a southpaw. He's a solid boxer. I like Samaki. Samaki he's just signed with Queensberry. That's a good move. So hopefully that's next. Brandon Adams is number two. Keith Thurman, Callum Walsh. Haven't heard much on Mazurov. I know he was dealing with an injury, so let's see. I like Francisco Veron. He comes off a couple of good wins on Pro Box. Tim Zoo is fighting on the 17th, but he moved up to 160. Let me see. Haven't heard much on the rest of these guys. I know Rashida Ellis just got number 15. He's campaigning at 154 now. Milan Pratt, he had a win recently too. So yeah, 154. Hold on, go back to 154 real quick. Got some big fights coming up. You got three titles on the line on January the 31st. Xander Zayas versus Abbas Baru. That's a unification. WBO and WBA. And then we have Bakram Mutazaliev versus Josh Kelly, IBF title. That's on Matchroom, January 31st. So yeah, big time stuff happening at 154, and if we can get Boots and Virgil to cap that off, that'd be dope. All right, welterweight. So Barrios is the welterweight champion, WBC welterweight champion. He's gonna fight Ryan Garcia February 21st. All right, in Vegas. So the WBC they made Conor Ben number one and the mandatory for that winner of that fight. Um, 47 belongs to Blair Flair. Yeah, he got a fight day coming up. He's gonna fight December 20th. You see it? What do you think about his opponent, Elliot Wells? What do you think about him? What's the craziest fight you've seen? What's the craziest fight you've been to in person all time? Wilder Fury 3. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, bro. No lie. Um, that shit was wild, man. So that's crazy. Conor Ben skipped the line. We know he haven't fought at 150 and 147. I think his last fight was against Chris Algieri. Then he tested positive for a banned substance, was suspended, and then he came back above 154, had two fights. Then he fought Eubank twice at 160, coming off a win. His name is hot right now. Everybody is calling him out. So, I mean, that's what it is. Look, that's why I try to tell fans and everybody anybody who support me, boxing is not a sport, y'all. And this is prime example. It's business. And when they just tell us that and stop trying to say it's a sport and yeah, all this, then it'd be better because these guys that rank, it's pretty much about paying their sanction fees. We already know this. One fighter I want to go see is Benavidez. Yeah, I seen him. I seen Benavidez live against Andre. That motherfucker is nice. He don't be playing around. He don't play around. Yeah. That was like Thanksgiving. We went to Vegas that weekend. Yep. So we got Ryan versus Barrios. Suleiman Sissoko he used to be the mandatory. They done bumped his ass back, so I'm not sure. We're waiting on news for Manny Pacquiao and Rolly. I'm not sure if it's gonna go January. It may slide to March, to be honest. Courier versus Rocha. They're gonna fight January 16th. Zerto on that card. Jack Catterall. He's looking for a big fight. I can see them making a Devin Haney fight. If Devin Haney can't get a big fight in the summer, maybe Devin probably just wait for. I don't know because Conor Ben jumped the line, right? So that means Devin gonna have to fight somebody. So the biggest fight available, Devin probably look for. Um, Igor Kavalaxis got a win last week, and that was a suspect decision. Brian Norman Jr., number 8. So coming off a loss to Devin Haney, look, I don't think he need to drop down too far. You know what I'm saying? I think he probably need to fight. Now he don't have to fight the top guy, but he can still fight a top contender, top 15 guy. But we'll see. They got to go back to the drawing board for sure. Jelani Embidge is fighting next week in Dubai. Sanion's in there. Oh look, Arnold Barbosa is rated at 147. So Barbosa, let's see. Let's see what Golden Boy can get for him. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Golden Boy can get for him. He do got a win over Calderon, but he ain't look good against Teofimo. Polanco, Leon Paro is fighting IBF Eliminator. You got Shikazian and then Alexis Rocha. So yeah, not too bad. He said, "Who is Wells?" Wells, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I misspoke. Wells. I don't know. My bust. If I misspoke. He said, who's a good bounce back fight for B Norman? Bro, I said go fight Sissoko. The WBC is passing out interim titles. Look, and they did Suzuko dirty by because he won an eliminator, and then they had Conor Ben jump the line. Go fight Suzuko. Tell WBC put that shit as an interim title. You know what I'm saying? They passing them things out. Who is Lewis Crocker defending his title against? Two options. The winner between McCormick and Conor Walker, I can see, or Harlem Eubank. Harlem Eubank enters the new IBF rankings at number 15. So there you go. My boy, he defeated number 16. All right, let's get it. In this division, number 16. What division? Um, Giovanni Santillon, we're gonna see him back too. He's supposed to be on Xander's card. All right, 140. So we had more drama again. You know, Sabrina Matisse tested positive for a banned substance, but he was under the limit by the New York State Athletic Commission. So he is allowed to fight. You know what I'm saying? They cleared him. The WBC approved it. So he's going to make his mandatory title defense against Dalton Smith. The winner has to face Alberto Playo. He said at the convention. Oh, at the car at the convention. Okay, I got you. That boy Dub said it ain't no sport. Yeah, for sure. They showing it to you. He said 154. All right. I'll do my homework. I hope he sees Xander versus Fandora. I think, man, hopefully. Should have saw it last year. Well, a couple months ago. So, yeah, mixed feelings about this because, I mean, it really don't even matter no more. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is just, you can do whatever. You can miss weight and then say, fuck it, I'm going to fight for the title in the next class. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that happen today. You can test positive for microdose and you still can fight. You know, I don't know. It's crazy. But Dalton Smith, he has an opportunity to win this fight, though. Even though Matisse is a buzzsaw, he know what he's bringing. Dalton Smith can win this fight, but he has to be strong, though. So let's see. Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Rose Jr. Big fight coming up tomorrow. I think that's going to be a fun fight. Pitbull Cruz is an interim champion. Um, yeah, I don't think. Look, it's gonna be tough. You know, it's gonna be tough, especially if Lamont Roach get caught into fighting a Pitbull fight and not mixing it up, and he get caught in that fight. It's gonna be hard to kind of switch it up when you need to. So let's see. Alberto Playo, he's supposed to get the winner between Matisse and Dalton Smith. Sandor Martin is fighting December the 20th, comeback fight. Arthur Belasanov, he's fighting. Am I saying it? February the 5th in Canada. Adolfo Delgado is the IBF mandatory for Hitchens. Pierce O'Leary got a fight date coming up either, I think it's tomorrow. I seen John Fernandez had a win recently. Adam Azim is going to fight in the UK January the 31st. He got a fight date. Who else got some? I'm expecting them to announce Oscar Duarte versus Regis Prograis sometime in February. And I think that's it. John Robio is pretty good, number 15. He's an up and coming guy. So that's what it is. Jack Rafferty and Mark Chamberlain fought a good fight against each other last time. So yeah, bro. Emiliano number 16. So yeah, bro. 140 still straight. We gotta get some. We got a big fight coming though with Shakur versus Teofimo. So that's what's up. Yeah, if he's still on those ropes, yeah. He can't be on the ropes against no Pitbull. But I want to see. I want to see if Cordina has anything left. I think he has a lot left. But Flores fights real well at home. He fights real well in Stockton, so that's gonna be a tough fight. He fights real. He's gonna bring out a nice crowd too. So let's see. All right, Shakur Stevenson is the WBC champion, lightweight champion. He's moving up to fight Teofimo for his WBO title at 140. So you know, now at the convention, the WBC ordered Ricardo Nunez versus Yair Herrera for the interim title. But y'all seen what happened today. So now Ashaki Foster is going to fight Stephen Fulton for the vacant interim title at lightweight. So the way I understand it is, Fulton originally missed weight. They supposed to fight at 130 for Foster's title. Fulton missed weight by 2 pounds. So the WBC, well, PBC and WBC got together to sanction the fight for the lightweight title. So that way, both guys keep their belt. Nobody gets stripped. So Fulton will keep his WBC featherweight title, knowing that he ain't gonna go back there, but he's gonna keep it. And then Fulton keeps his title, his WBC title at 130. So win, lose, or draw, they keep that title. But well, the winner, whoever wins tomorrow, has 15 days to let the WBC know which division they want to campaign in. So if Foster win and he'll elect to stay at 135, he's going to vacate his 130 belt. And Mark Masayo and probably Magnisi probably fight for the vacant title. Same thing with Fulton. If Fulton vacates his title at 126, they either going to elevate Shushu, either going to bring Ray Vargas out of the champion recess, make him champion, or I don't know. They just make up shit as they go. So we don't ever know. But that's the deal. They did a little switch, the rope a dope on the fans, and try to make it seem like ain't nothing happened. And we all know in this day and age with reporting and news breaking, and we get the news quick. Man, we knew Fulton missed weight long time ago. So maybe they for next time they ain't gonna let no media into the official weigh-in, but we knew he missed weight. You know what I'm saying? And then to cover themselves, they you know what I'm saying, they made it for the interim title and lightweight. So Fulton really and really he didn't really miss weight. You know what I'm saying? And that to me that sets a bad precedence because now other fighters that's less, let's say lesser fighters that don't got the profile as Fulton and Foster or anybody else, they might want to do it. So you might have a guy, the champion at 100, what? Who name a weak champion? Any weak WBC champion or not famous, right? The Bridgerweight champion. All right, they say he missed weight. And you know what I'm saying? What we gonna do? Make him they gonna fight for the WBC heavyweight interim title? Like that shit's weird. And they already ordered an interim title fight. So that's what it is, but they do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm cool with it to be honest. Just don't try to gloss it up and make it seem like media that's learning about the information and putting it out to people are capping or lying. No, y'all switch that shit on us. You know what I'm saying? We never seen this before. We never seen somebody miss weight and change it to a title fight at the next weight class. We ain't never seen that shit. So that's some new shit. Emiliano find somebody ranked yet? No, not yet. Maybe next. Maybe next. Damn, Keyshawn, it could have been yours. Um, I don't know different section about it, but I feel you. Oh, you talking about when he vacated his title? Yeah. Roach got to build on his own show versus Tank. Yeah, box his head off. Yeah, he can do that, but he want to fight. Flores' cousin passed away though in a shooting in Stockton, so his head might not be in the game. Oh shit! Sorry to hear that. Um, shit, that can do one or two things. That can drive you or bring you down. But they might be out there supporting them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work. Blunt Sports in the building. Yeah, it's been crazy. A lot of content. Vargas versus Shushu for the vacant. It might be Vargas. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get there, but Vargas versus Castro, the WBC or the Vargas and Shushu and Castro. No, Shushu and Castro. We're gonna get there though. So I guess Nunes and Herrera, that shit just gonna be an eliminator. Um, I want to see Williams or Payne get back in the mix. Justin Paul though, that's a good one. Sam Noakes up in there. Maxie Hughes is fighting the WBA eliminator next week. Um, Joe Cordina, we talked about him. Lucas Body, MVP. Alan Sanchez. We might hear about Alan Sanchez versus Abdullah Mason sometime soon. He got a high ranking with the WBO. Armando Martinez is fighting on that Japanese card in December, the Anyway card. Albert Bell and Jordan White, two solid fighters. So, yeah, man, it's been crazy. So, lightweight, Abdullah Mason is a new WBO champion. You know what I'm saying? He just fought, won the title. Good fight against Sam Noakes. We got no IBF mandatory fight coming up with Ray Mortala versus Andy Cruz, and then Tank got the other belt. Not sure what he's gonna do next. All right, 130. So yeah, man, it's been crazy. So Shockey Foster going to keep his belt, win, lose, or draw. But he will if he wins, he will have 15 days to notify WBC which belt he gonna keep. Now he been wanting this anyway because he been wanting to move up to fight Shakur for a long time anyway. So I don't think I think he'll keep that position with the lightweight and give up his title at 130. You know what I'm saying? He's been at 130 for a long time. Can't get unifications. Top rank really don't got nothing for him. That's why they sent his ass over to PBC. So yeah, I ain't really mad at it because he been wanting to fight Shakur anyway. So let's see what's gonna happen. Shit is crazy. Mark Masayo versus Michael Magnisi was ordered to fight for final eliminator. They can mess around and might be fighting for a vacant title. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Ray Ford, he's always on the outside looking in. I expect Ray Ford to be back, possibly on the Shakur card. Let me see. Yakoval, he had a tough fight. He didn't look good his last fight. Golem, I seen him. Look at Gary Russell. Gary Russell might get in the mix some way, somehow, and get him an opportunity at a world title. So, yeah, bro. It's crazy. 130 is crazy. Um, as soon as Lamont Rose get in the ring on tomorrow, he's going to vacate his title. Jackson Dickens going to be elevated. So, shit is crazy. All the way across the board. And, of course, we kind of talked about this, too. Fulton, he ain't come back to 126, bro. Like, you might as well just vacate the shit. So I don't know what they're gonna do. You see, Bruce Carrington was ordered to fight Carlos Castro. They said they're gonna fight January the 31st. Which card it's gonna be on, they didn't say. So I'm guessing, sure. It makes sense to be on Shakur's card because it's in New York City, but also it can be on Xander's card uh, in Puerto Rico. So either one. Let's see. Man, Ray Ford been drinking that stuff from what I seen. Sure, man, I don't know. I know Eddie ain't really fucking with him like that. Truth be told, if it won't for the manager, he might be a free agent because the manager Brian Peters he rocked with he manages Katie Taylor, so and he tight with Eddie, so he's in Eddie's ear trying to get Ray Ford some big fights, but I don't know. So we gonna see, man. Shit's weird. It's crazy trying to keep up with this, but we can look. I can see a scenario where Ray Vargas come out of champion recess, get his title back. Uh, Shushu Carrington get elevated to full champion, and then make that fight with Carlos Castro for the vacant title. So man, we'll see. The WBC ordered number one, Nathaniel Collins versus Cristobal Lorente for the final eliminator. That's a rematch too. So we'll see. Liam Davis is fighting next month, January 24th. I think that's it. I don't know if anybody else got a fight coming up. 122. Anyway, undisputed. Anyway, is the only undisputed male champion that we have. Uh, Usyk vacated his WBO, and Crawford got stripped of his WBC. So anyway, is the lone undisputed champion. He's gonna fight Picasso coming up December 27th. That's a big fight because if he wins and John Nakatani wins, who's fighting on that same card against Sebastian Hernandez, they're gonna fight in May, and that's a super fight. You know what I mean? That's a super fight. They already said that they working on that fight, so that's gonna be big for real. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy right there. That's shoot, two of the top guys in these small weight classes fighting each other, and that's a fight that Juntu probably he can win that fight too. It's not a foregone conclusion, so let's go. Ramon Cardenas is fighting December 18th on Pro Box. Sam Goodman is fighting in Australia on Tim Zoo's card December 17th, I believe. I think that's it for them. 118 Tacoma anyway. So he just became a two-time world champion. He just beat Tenshin Nakasawa, beat him pretty clear. So yeah, now he's free to. I think he's in voluntary stage. The WBC ordered Tenshin to face former world champion and probably future Hall of Famer Gallo Estrada. So that's what's up, man. Yeah, that's I like that. Get Francisco right because Francisco Estrada, one Francisco Estrada trying to make one more run. They also ordered Andrew Kane versus Alejandro Gonzalez. All right, so that's the final eliminator. So that's what it is. What else we got? 115 pounds. Jesse Ben Rodriguez is unified now. Three belt unified champion. Um, I know he want to become undisputed, but it might be a long shot. The last belt is the IBF. Willibardo Garcia, he's going to face Kenshiro Taraji December 27th. But we have a big roadblock because Andrew Maloney is the IBF mandatory. And he look like he's not willing to take step aside. But money be talking. Let's see. We got a minute, a couple of more weeks, but we'll see. So we got Chocolatito number 1. I'm not sure what he's got popping. That Sabu guy, number 2, he nice. He nice. He just beat up on Quadras. Number 3 versus number 4, Ricardo Malajaka, that South African fighter. He had a good win over Vince Parra last week, I believe. He got dropped in the first. He was able to box his way to a decision victory. He's the IBO champion. He got ordered to fight Fernando Martinez, final eliminator. The WBC ordered that. So let's see. A lot of these eliminators that the WBC orders be good fights, but they don't always come to fruition, bro. They order a lot of fights, but those shits don't always come to fruition. 112, we got unified champion Ricardo Sandoval. Now he have a mandatory at Galal U5, but both guys are allowed to have interim fights. So Sandoval, will he just make a comeback fight? I know they say he was injured, but I'm not sure. Will he do a unification? I don't know if any unifications available because Masamichi Yabuki is fighting the end of December, and then Anthony Oscar. Both of them are fighting in December. Yabuki and Oscar. So depending on how much damage they make, can they do a quick turnaround and what I'm saying, and fight a 3 belt unification against Sandoval? I'm not sure. Oscar Waga, if that's the fight though, him and Sandoval are from Southern California. That would actually be a good fight. But I wouldn't be surprised too. I gotta throw this out there. I wouldn't be surprised if Sandoval fight Oscar Collazo. I wouldn't be surprised. Collazo is the unified champion at 105 pounds. And, after Collazo's last fight, they threw around the possibility of fighting Sandoval. So, I mean, I don't know. Oscar De La Hoya, he threw that around. I wouldn't be surprised. The way boxing is, I wouldn't be surprised. So let's see what Galal Yafai does. He took a beat in his last fight, and he may need another 6 months off. I don't know. I don't know where he at. So yeah. All right, 108. So we have a new world champion, CP Freshmart. Now Young Strong, he won the vacant title against Junior Zawarte. Pretty wide scores too. So he's the new champion. Carlos Canizales is a champion in recess because he can't travel outside of Venezuela. because of political shit going on in his country. So to keep the division going, they uh they ordered that vacant title fight. But the CP Freshmore has a mandatory, Eric Badilio. He fought on Pro Box last week. He had a good fight on Pro Box against Edwin Soto. Soto is a former world champion. That was a pretty good fight. So Badilio should be able to get his opportunity at the world title. You know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter too. Fingers crossed he can get a shot. Yeah, man, we'll see. Ray Ford, shit, hopefully. I like Ray Ford too. Let me see. Eric Rosa is fighting next week. First fight after his knockout loss. He's coming back. William Old School, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right, last one. So we got the WBC champion, 105 pounds, Melvin Jerusalem. Um, shoot, he just fought in September. I'm not sure his timeline. Um, you know, of course, we want to see unification in this division. We'll see. So Cruz, the guy he just beat, got ordered to fight and eliminated against Joey Cano. So I don't know. That was kind of quick. He said, "Salute." I mean, I appreciate the super chat. Blunt Sports and the super chat. Salute. Keep doing you and being the boxing plug. Yo, I appreciate that, bro. Salute to you and your support for sure. Okay, yeah, Cano versus title eliminator. That's good shit. I appreciate that though, for sure. So yeah, that's what it is, man. WBC, yo, like I always say, their rankings from top to bottom is pretty good. It's just the other shit, and the other shit is like the example of what we've seen this week. You know what I'm saying? Um, I get it. If you're loyal to the WBC, they're gonna be loyal to you. So I'm not. I don't really get pissed off when I see Conor Ben drop number one. I mean, coming in number one. Let me go to it real quick. But Conor Ben having that fight for years, coming in at number one, I don't trip because I mean they go do what they want to do with their belt. I just don't like how they try to make it seem like we dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know what's going on. And we follow the sport to the T so we can see little shit that's happening. And my time covering the rankings, I see little shit. I'm like, hold on, that's wild right there. But okay. And then the shit they did today with Fulton, Foster, and Fulton, that's unprecedented. So it's like if that shit happen again, you're gonna have to do it again with other fighters. You know what I'm saying? So other fighters are gonna be looking for that if it happens. You just set a new precedent. But the WBC, they can do whatever they want to do with their belt. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad. I ain't tripping. I ain't going to go crazy because the shit's not gonna stop. Now, what they did today, what they did this week with the Crawford thing and what happened today, this is why TKO is trying to get at them. And this is why that Muhammad Ali Act is about to get revised. It's not going to get taken away. It's going to get revised so you can have an option. So they're trying to eradicate with the sanction bodies. But the sanction bodies not going to go nowhere. It's too locked in. The system is too deep. And as you guys see, fighters and promoters, they don't want to see the sanction bodies go. The PBC, they requested to make this fight some type of world title fight, interim fight, whatever, because they wanted to. This is the way they promote the show. So promoters, they fucking with it. Fighters get a bigger bag, or I guess a sanction. I don't know what it is. So to call yourself champion, you know how this shit work. You pay sanction fees and all that. So it ain't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just gotta inform, educate ourselves on if you want to on the way the WBC do their shit and where they go about their business. You can go read their rules on their website. You can tap in with the rankings like I do, or you can just follow along. You know what I'm saying? But you know, their shit. They gonna do what they want to do with it. You know, it do. like kind of devalues the belt and the system when they do that. But like I learned and I'm developing a long time ago, bro. It ain't this is not a sport, bro. Definitely ain't no sport. Oh, that's the one right there. Yeah, that's gonna be fire right there. Unification. Every sanction body has their little quirks and shit. Like even with this one, Navarrete was well really Navarrete is supposed to be he's not supposed to be champion right now. You know what I'm saying? He's still champion by a technicality because we seen the instant replay. Charlie Suarez hit him with he cut him above the eye. It wasn't a head clash. Suarez was supposed to get his opportunity in Navarrete, immediate rematch. But what happened? I guess he took step aside money and then the WO and they approved the unification. So, everybody got their little things they do. I get it. That's a bigger fight and it's a better fight in my opinion. But if you're gonna make the rules, I don't know. They make their own rules and they can break their own rules. So it's their rules. So it's crazy. Should they move the date? Baruch Zayas. Um, in a pragmatic world, realistic world, yeah, but they not. They not. It's something about January the 31st that everybody feel like they gotta have a card on that day. I'm guessing it's because that's the Super Bowl bye week. But ain't shit going on the 24th. What UFC? I mean, who cares about you? You know what I'm saying? We in our own lane type shit. But I guess that's a reason. But no, they not. No, they already announced that fight. They gonna go with it. Sugar Nunez. Sugar Nunez got a little bit more to his game, but once Navarrete started to get busy, I don't know. I agree. Navarrete got a gift. Yeah, no headbutt. Right. Yeah, no, it's true. I like him too, but he did get a gift. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, look, these sanctioning bodies, they're not gonna be perfect. I think the WBO is number one, and they're not perfect. I just gave an example where I thought they kind of dropped the ball, but then again, if Suarez accepted step aside money, then it is what it is, you know. And it's hard. I think they was kind of being a little lenient with Top Rank because Top Rank didn't have a deal. They still don't have a deal, so they didn't really order nothing because Top Rank is not in a position to make a fight. So I get that too. Um, yeah, I think it's the rankings. If we want to rank the sanctioned bodies, it's WBO, IBF, WBA, and WBC. Sometimes the WBC and WBA switches. I ain't gonna lie. They be switching, bro. Both of them do kind of like the same type of shit. The only difference is Mauricio. Mauricio, his decisions is very controversial. You don't really hear too much from Mendoza. Mendoza be making interim title fights that don't make no sense. Like next week, Cletus Selton versus Kevin Brown, WBA interim title fight. Why? At 140. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? He said, good stuff, fam. I just, man, I appreciate you, bro. Boxing sparring, 12, 15. I appreciate it. Like, why would you even do that? You know what I'm saying? We got a champion, Gary Antoine Russell. He has a mandatory, Andy Harako. But nah, let's give him an interim title. And then I'm cool with interim titles, right? If they serve the purpose, but I don't know what the meaning of them no more. Because my understanding is you get an interim champion if the full champion is unavailable. So if he hurt, he in jail, whatever, right? He incarcerated, whatever the case may be, that he's not available to fight and fulfill his commitments. Then you have an interim champion. Then the interim champion fulfills those commitments. You can elevate them and blah blah blah. But nah, we got a champion that's active, and they be like interim champion. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's crazy. you know. But this is the but boxing fans, we ain't going nowhere. So me, instead of like complaining, I try to understand it and like, okay, they making these titles. It helps to it's give notoriety to the fighter because you guys go to the fights and you see a fighter after he win, he's walking around with his belt on his shoulder. You know what I'm saying? They trophies. So it's like, that's make them feel good to be called champion. They don't care if it's interim champion, silver, gold, whatever. All the belts look the same. So they got it on their shoulder, and somebody don't know no better, we're gonna call them champion. Oh, he got the title, okay. But when we follow boxing, we know who is the champion, who is not. So yeah, it is what it is. So that's my time. Salute to everybody coming through. Just a quick reminder though, yo, we have some boxing for sure coming up. Hopefully everybody can tap in. Let me go to it. So in a couple of hours, UFC Fight Pass, we have a card. We have Jabataya. He's fighting. This is the card right here. No, I'm gonna go to this one. Jabataya is fighting Hussein Sankara. This is for the IBF and Ring Magazine cruiserweight titles. So you can watch this card on UFC Fight Pass if you guys have it. The start time, I believe, it's like 2:30 East Coast time. So you guys want to tap in, feel free. Obatiah, this is his third fight this year, and he been putting shit to sleep. And he's a fun fighter. Sankara is unherited. A lot of fans ain't heard of him. He's 40 years old. When you go watch his fights, this dude is swinging for the fences. So if you guys want to tap in with that, I'm gonna stay up to watch that. Said peace out. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate it coming through the building. And of course, we have talk about the Matchroom show. Looking forward to this. This is a good card right here. That female fight, Beatrice Fier versus Elif Turhan. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm looking forward to that. We got Shabazz Masood versus Peter McGrail. Good fight at 122. We have Conor Walker versus Pat McCormick, welterweight. The winner can get a world title fight next, possibly against Lewis Crocker. Johnny Fisher is back. So yeah, bro, I'm with this. And then we got the PBC card. This card, man, it took some hits early this week. We lost Janabek. We lost our unified title fight. You know what I'm saying? But we got Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach Jr., WBC interim title fight. We got the drama with Fulton missing weight, and then they elevate the fight to the WBC lightweight interim title fight. He's going to fight Shockey Foster. Uh, I don't know. It's crazy. I'm still picking Fulton by close decision. You know what I'm saying? He didn't even have to lose weight. Foster's the one that made 130. That's why this is the point that I was tripping off of because they was trying to make it sound like if people was capping about what happened, but nobody planned for this to happen. It just happened, and they made a decision like let's do lightweight interim. But yeah, they're gonna fight. It got more drama and spice to it. Now, like if you wasn't like we was all interested as boxing fans because we understand the matchup. But now we even more intrigued because now what type of Fulton we gonna get? You know what I'm saying? He shocked the world before, so we'll see. Erislandy Lara versus Johan Gonzalez. This is a replacement because Janabek pulled out. I expect Lara to win. And then Jesus Ramos Jr. versus Shane Moses Jr. This for the WBC middleweight interim. So I still like the card. It's still good. The prelims is good too. Um, Frank Martin versus Francis Bartholomew. Frank is making his 140 debut. Isaac Lasario versus Roberto Valenzuela Jr. Luis Nunez versus Hector Sosa. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. So it's a good three fight prelims for you guys to tap into. That's 5:30 East Coast time. So make sure you guys is locked and ready. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't in San Antonio. Nah. I live in Cali. I live like in between LA and Vegas. Probably like 2.5 hours each way. Yeah, I'm out here in Cali. I mean I couldn't go to this one because I got prior shit popping off, so I couldn't go. But anything like in Vegas and LA, you probably see me pop up. Yes, sir. Salute to everybody coming through, man. I appreciate the super chat, bro. Blunt Sports, I appreciate it, bro, for sure. Salute to everybody coming through. Hopefully, everybody got some out the live and go tap in with the rankings on yourself if you choose to. Tap into this boxing for sure. We still got we got a good fight. We got all the drama out the way. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna get to the fights, and that's what we all about right here. He said, "I'm in San Diego." Yeah, yeah. Damn, they got some coming in there. San Diego, yeah, San Diego straight. Yeah, I went to what fight I went to down there. Damn. I think it was JoJo versus I went to JoJo Williams and Payla down there, I believe. They had some fights down there this year. They gotta get some more. I know they got that no arena. They're supposed to have the young kid, Mansoor and that Ballo kid fighting in San Diego. CJ, what's good with you, bro? Yes, sir. I know. Hey, you about to watch that Job Attire card? I'm about to go get ready for that. It's about to start in a few hours. You know what I'm saying? Last fight I went to Chocolatito Martinez. Oh shit, they had some more fights since then though. Um, yeah, that's a fighting city though. San Diego, yeah. San Diego got some. Yeah, I went to damn Saquon. I went to Saquon for a fight. It was like around the pandemic. It was like 2021. Lou DiBella had a card and Saquon out in the cut. He said bet about 4 a.m. Yeah, East Coast time. The car starts at like 2:30. But yeah, Jabba might be in the ring about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, I went to Saquon out there. Yeah, 100% watching. Okay. All right, bet. Wasn't able to attend. It's all good. Get to watch it though. Yeah, man. Definitely watching. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Jabba is must watch. I don't care what nobody say. That motherfucker he be bringing them shits. He ain't coming there bullshitting around with you. See, I like for boxing. I like a lot of shit though. I like the technical. I like the defensive guy. But I also my favorite type of fighter is a boxer puncher. And I like a aggressive boxer puncher. Jabatai can box, but he trying to get your ass up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I like guys like that. Yeah, Pachanga Casino. Yeah, Pacquiao. Yeah, he fought at Temecula. Yeah. I've been out there before too. I've been out there for shoot, what was that fight? Comey versus Beltran. That's why I went out there. Yeah. It's a lot of fights. It's a lot of fights in Long Beach. They have a lot of fights there. What's the other one? Commerce have a lot of fights. Maybe all over the place. It's a lot of boxing. I'm in a perfect spot as a boxing head because, like I said, LA and Vegas. It's not too far. 2.5 either way. Just do what's good with you, bro. Salute to you. Yeah, so that's dope for me. Um, to like be tapped in with boxing, but to like because they have a lot of boxing and there's a lot of gyms too. So a lot of boxing gyms. That's another source of information. If you guys are around a professional gym, you just go tap in. Yeah, Marv Nation. Yeah, Marv Nation does a lot of fight cards down there. Steve Bash, he got a card in LA with Badu Jack. So yeah, it's a lot of fights. And the local shows be having the low key best fights, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. I went to a Robert Garcia card. Robert Garcia gym. It's maybe like 45 minutes from where I live, 30 minutes depending on the traffic, right down the hill. So it's like it's a lot of gyms. So if anybody like doing media, I think the best thing is tap in with the gyms, bro. Go to the gyms and just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you can be in the gym, just be a fly on the wall, and you might hear fight dates, fight announcements. And you see somebody over there that got cut. Like I was looking at Shocky Foster's eye, his right eye. Look like he got a cut that's healing. Um, I'll pay attention to all that little shit too. But yeah, the gyms in Vegas. Um, so like when I used to go to like when I cover fights in Vegas, I try to go for like 2 or 3 days, right? But one of them days, I want to go to the gym. Like, I like to get there like on Thursday and go to the gym because you got all types of gyms in Vegas. So you go there, you just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? And then they know who you are anyway. You just start talking boxing. You just be having conversations and be the fly on the wall type shit, or you tap in. You know what I'm saying? Either way, that's just one way. You stay locked in. You're right. I was just talking about that today. Start trying to visit these gyms and connect with the coaches. And yeah, that's what I'm saying for sure. I need to move to a boxing hub. Yeah, for that's all it is because a lot of the shit, like even the way I get my shit, it's just networking, bro. Over the years, you know, because it's like okay, first, social media ain't a real place in a sense. We talking and shit, but we ain't gonna meet each other 9 times out of 10. But if we do get an opportunity, and I see somebody that I done linked up with through the social media, whatever platform, I see him at the fight, I go holler at him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talk to him, whatever, and then we lock in. So managers, promoters, motherfuckers that whoever's affiliated, uh, what you call them dudes, the social media dude, the dudes that do content, the videographer and shit, bro, tapping in with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, because when you go to a fight, bro, it's just like a big ass family reunion. That's all it is because, like with PBC don't have a lot of fights. So when they do have a card, all the fighters come, the former fighters, the current fighters, all the alumni basically come, and you basically having a big ass family reunion. You know what I'm saying? Um, I went to the Keith Thurman and Barrios fight. I was chilling with Sam Watson for like 3 hours, bro. This dude was like, "Yo, let's come over here, bro. What you bring over here?" Next thing you know, I'm backstage and shit, walking with him. He was like, "Y'all got passes?" We're like, "Nah." All right, follow me. You know what I'm saying? We chilling with with old Sam Watson. And he basically like the Pied Piper type nigga. He know everybody, so he put you on. He just be like, "Bro, you want to come back here?" We be like, "Yeah, all right, come on." He like, do your thing. He don't bother us. So it's just I don't know. Boxing is it's a small community for real. It's small, and I know like, and it's funny when I go to different events, Top Rank, Golden Boy, PBC, whoever, Matchroom, they all basically do the same thing. Like it's like it's like a family reunion type shit. Cause like they probably ain't seen each other in a while. Then they over there, talking, a huddle, talk, whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. And it's like even with us doing content, it's a small community. We all know each other. So if anybody, that's why I call myself, the plug and shit, right? The boxing plug because I feel like I can connect, like I can, what you call it? Put that piece to the puzzle, right? So if I know somebody rock with this, and I can get access to it, I just put you right there so you can have access to. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not no gatekeeper where you gotta come to me and you gotta do something and you gotta go over here and you gotta climb this mountain and scream real quick. All right, hop on one leg. All right, come on back down here, do 55 jumpers. Nah, bro, what you need? All right, give me a second. I got you, bro. That's type shit I've been on. And I've been like that shit forever, even as a kid. You like that girl right there? All right, one second. I just bring the girl over there to him. And whatever you do after that, that's on you. So, yeah, bro, we got to make sure everybody is locked in with this boxing shit and put out the right information for sure. Oh, yes, sir. And a lot of people can attest to that shit too. So it ain't like I'm making it up. You know what I'm saying? Like with so I found out about the shot Foster shit as soon as it happened. I knew somebody that no, not Foster, but Fulton when he missed weight. So I knew somebody was there. He hit me up. He said Fulton missed weight. I was like, bet. So you know what I did? I hit up Team Foster, hit up the manager. Yo, um, I'm hearing Fulton missed weight. He was like, yep, by 2 pounds. Boom. So I got two different sources. Then another guy who was there was like, bro, yeah, it was about 2 pounds. So I done got three different sources. That way I can be like, you know what? Yo, just dude, dude, missed weight 2 pounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I already did my due diligence. So, and I got enough, I guess, enough grace with these people. They can say, let me hit up Bud real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I will reciprocate that too. I would say, I would let them know, hey, yo, bro, whatever, right? So it's like a shared type of information type shit. But what I do, and there's no disrespect to nobody that tell me anything or somebody I rock with, I always follow up. I always, because I got my sources too. So if you tell me something, I'm gonna go right behind you. No disrespect, but I'm gonna go to my guy and be like, bro, I heard my man miss weight. How you know? Hey, word on the street. You confirm. He confirmed. He confirmed. I bet. We got three confirmed. So we good, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like to put out no fake news. So whenever I give somebody something, 10 times out of 10, we good. We Gucci because we done cleared it and we done made sure um, everybody's good. That's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't just because a lot of people will make that shit up. He said, "I appreciate you too, bro." Facts, yes, sir. A lot of people will just run with their shit, and then they'll put a little. So y'all know how it is. If I whisper something in your ear, and you tell, and we gotta get to we gotta do it 20 times to the last person on the row. By the time we get to number 20, they done flip that whole thing. I can say, yo, Fulton missed weight. They say no, Fulton, Fulton weighed in. He was 10 pounds overweight by the time he get down there. I just said Fulton was overweight. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though. It's all good. Man, I'm excited about tomorrow though. Yeah, bro. Yo, man, they done added an extra story, a couple of baby mamas to it. I'm like, damn. But they be saucing that shit up. It's about views though. You know what I'm saying? It's about views, and it's gonna get that person to click. But I don't really, I don't know. I feel like when you big enough, you don't need to do that. You can just put the real shit out. Yeah, remixing. Yeah, bro, remix. You don't have to do that. You can just, like I said, bro, the truth and being 100, being 100. That's more cool than doing all that other sauce. Putting extra sauce to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. We know how this shit work. Whatever side of the street you rocking with, you can push that narrative any type of way. You know what I'm saying? Any type of way. If your favorite fighter is not even involved in shit, not nowhere to be found, you can find something about whatever's going on with the person who's popping right now, and you can make that be him. You know what I'm saying? And you can use that to spin in some way to be about your guy. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's how to manipulate the people once you have a large audience. It's wild. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see you doing that to get people in the building, but once they know you know they're coming, you can be 100 now. I don't know. It's always gonna be like that though because it's just always gonna be like that. You know, that's more. That's what it is. You know, and I don't expect nobody to change, but I'm just saying it's just to me. I just be like, huh? He ain't say that. I just listened to the interview, and they be adding words and shit, saucing it up. He's like, I beat your ass too. I'm like, what did he say that? I just listened to the interview. But it's all good though. It's funny at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this been a wild ass week of boxing though. And we ain't even had no fights yet. So that's just like the appetizer, bro. We done already got full on the appetizer just off the shit. Just off the shit, the outside of the ring shit. Like that Crawford shit was just funny. I ain't really have no way, whatever, to it. It's just funny. And then it's even funnier listening to Oscar and Eddie Hearn going at Bud, knowing that he's right, but they have to defend the WBC because they got fighters in position to fight for the title that they need. You know what I'm saying? They gotta push them because they promise their fighters certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get you locked in with the WBC. So okay, we gotta, we ain't gonna talk. Even though what Buzz said is basically what fans been saying for years, but now they gotta kind of support Mauricio in that, and I felt like that was fun. Like even look, the clap back, that shit was weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? And he did his clap at the end. That's the shit that had me laughing. Oscar, he was all somber with it and all this shit, and then he did the clap at the end. Bro, I was weak. I'm like, bro, you should have just turned the camera off. He did that weak ass clap. Oh, I was just expecting people to have integrity when reporting on boxing news. But I can't wait for tomorrow night. Yeah, bro, that integrity shit though. You know, I don't know, man. I feel like you gotta if you gonna I think it's important to have that because it's guys. Even my channel, my shit ain't crazy, whatever, right? But it's people that come to my channel just to listen to me. It's people, even if it's 4 people, people come to my channel just to say, yo, Elder, who fighting this guy? Or what's this? What's that? And I feel like that's an obligation for me because you didn't have to come to me. You could have went to blow Joe over there. You know what I'm saying? Joe blow Joe, whoever, flip it. So you come to me. So if you come to me the way I want my boxing news brought to me, right? I want the facts. And I want over details. I want over information, like overflow of information. Even if I don't need it, I can be like, cause look, I be putting out so much information and shit, and it might not be important at that time or be necessary, but like down the road, you'll be like, damn, somebody told me about that shit. 9 times 10, it'd be me. I'd be like, yo, sidebar, yo, this one gonna fight that one, and that one gonna fight that one. But I get it. In the mix of all this content to cover, that should get lost. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I played it on live. That shit was dry. I said, yeah, bro. That clap was dry too. He said real shit. I got the post notification on. Man, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'll be going crazy on Twitter sometimes, but it be some funny shit sometimes. I be fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the time, I just want to inform people. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. And I ain't trying to put no extra sauce on that shit. Like, that shit crazy. But yo, Crawford went crazy on that shit. That shit was funny. And they flipped on him. They turned on Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. But everybody said the same shit though. Everybody said the same shit. He said a lot of people. Some people was like, "Yeah, bro, yeah, I'm with you," but then other people was like, "Man, it's some way they flip it." But look, it's always gonna be like that. It's a divide. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if we all like tap in together. We can make this shit crazy. But I can't like Shakur and like Tank at the same time, or Devin, or whoever else. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pick a side. I ain't picking no side. You know what I'm saying? I pick a side when they fight each other. But a lot of times, if they not whoever they fighting, I'll be like, shit, I want them to win. You know what I'm saying? But that picking a side shit is crazy. If they was family, I get it. I definitely rock with what Bud was talking about. Too many fans attacking him over business, staying on business. That's crazy. Because this is about who it come from, and Bud. They got so much disdain from Bud from that Crawford from that Spence shit. And no matter what he do, it's always gonna be a backhanded compliment. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be that. But you know, that's just the facts though. I mean, Kodo did that shit, bro, and I don't remember Kodo getting a lot of heat from that. Kodo was like, "Hell no, how much? Hell no, y'all tripping." You know what I'm saying? And I get it to a certain extent. So my thing if it's all about giving the sanction fees is going to a worthy cause, right? Um, what's the problem? Instead of them doing it with their name on it, why can't the Terrence Crawford Foundation do it? Or you know what I'm saying? The Deontay Wilder Community Outreach Services do it, or the retirement fund for shit. I don't know Andre Ward. Like, why they can't do it? Like, okay, all right, these fighters right here. I got a list of these fighters that's they had to retire because they suffer injuries in the ring. So I'm gonna pay all their medical bills up until this point. How we know these other fighters not doing it? I mean, Floyd Mayweather done paid for I don't know how many people's funerals. Jer- uh, Hernandez, Gennaro Hernandez, paid for his funeral and a couple other people. So I mean, I get it. The WBC has been a long-standing thing, and I'm not saying what they do is wrong, but even if let's say they say, you know what, I'm gonna take that 300K and I'm gonna do something in my name, but you guys can come cut the ribbon, but it's gonna be in my name. What's the point? Like I don't understand. So it's like, long as the look, my thing is, I don't care who. If y'all gonna do it, it doesn't matter who actually gives, whose name is on there. As long as that fighter or fighters are dealt with, fighters that pass away, fighters that die in the ring, all that shit. As long as it get taken care of, it don't matter if it's WBC, TBC, you know what I'm saying, GTD. It don't matter. Whoever it is, then let it go. Because I'm pretty sure fighters done stuff behind the scenes without being notified. Like like okay, like Terrence Crawford. It was since me on him. He did a lot of stuff in his community, but until recently, we really didn't know everything he did until the parade he had with Spence. That he had a gym where the kids don't have to pay, bro. That's clutch. You know what I'm saying? So if you giving back to your community with your own bread, that should be recognized too. But I gotta give to you. I get it though. Sanction fees been in place. I get it. I got it. I never understood it, but it's all a buddy system. So if you tap in with me, I'm gonna make sure your guy good. Or and the promoters working hand in hand with the sanction bodies. So I mean, those sanctions, I don't understand. Look, the sanctioning bodies, I never understood it. Why you really need them if the commission of each state is blessing off on the event? I don't get because you just need to have your medicals, all that shit in place with your commission. You know that they understand the rules of boxing and all that stuff in their state, in their jurisdiction, right? So that's who I guess they should be paying, right? Because the sanction bodies they in place, but What are they doing at these events other than putting on the T-shirt and the hat and giving you the belt around your chest? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I get it. It's like a support system for the fighters and all that, and something to recognize them. But I don't know. It's crazy. So I get it though. But I hear both ends of the spectrum. But I'm gonna go rock with the fighter than the promoter. You know what I'm saying? Or the sanction body. Um, that's dope. They say Bud is not relatable. Shit, that's because they don't want him to be relatable. Oh, for real, I didn't know that. They really make these fighters pay to be champions at the risk of their lives. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I get it though, both ways because this system been in place. Whoever made this system, bro, dude, man, they was they robbing the system. You know what I'm saying? But this is what is in place, so people think that you can't change. The one thing about TKO, I'm not mad at if they gonna do one title and one thing. Like, okay, we doing one title. Oh, and we going by these rules. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Um, look, people that talk about TKO coming in, they only thing they care about is the competition. They didn't care less about look. The Ali Act been in place ever since that scandal with the IBF, so the fighters know what's in the pot, right? Bro, that was 2000. That was 25 years ago. We still see some scandalous shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So what is the Ali Act really protecting, bro? You know what I'm saying? Because fighters and the rankings, man, that's why I cover it. It go crazy all the time. Like, for example, on a small scale, nobody probably talked about this, but on a smaller scale, Gabby Fundora just knocked out that cute Becky girl from Canada in September at 112 pounds. Becky fought the Cobra Ruiz on Pro Box last week. Ruiz lost her WBC interim title to Jenny Fuchs last year on Pacheco's undercard. How the hell are they fighting for the world title and Jenny Fuchs is the interim champion? You feel what I'm saying? And old girl coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying? So that's on a smaller scale. They doing this shit all across the board now. Well, they've been doing it. So that leaves a precedent like, hold on, this not a sport. This is a business. Because they regulate everything like it's a sport. They check the gloves, you got to do the rules and make sure everything is on the up and up. We know the corner, they gotta get their rules, the referee do all that shit, right? So like it's a sporting event. But it's a business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Shit ain't gonna change. Let me see. All right, so that's my time, man. I just want to chop it up. Appreciate it. I'm about to go watch that Job Attire fight in an hour or so. Like I said, it's on UFC Fight Pass if you guys want to tap in with it. But yeah, we got a big weekend, big week. Well, Saturday of boxing. So hopefully everybody get an opportunity to tap in. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate y'all time, and I'm out.